We appreciate you watching News OK's Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. Symphony Show House people are here today. Michelle Winters, Publicity Chairman, and Simon Shingleton, Co-Chairman of the Design Committee. They're here to tell us about the final few days of the Symphony Show House. So you all welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, you're just a couple of days, maybe 3 days, until the show house closes. Mm-hmm. So tell us what's going on during these last 3 or 4 days.
Well, we start the weekend with our final luncheon with Benchmark Food Group, and then we will have a Southern-style breakfast brunch with a mimosa included on Sunday from Deep Fork Catering Group.
Very good. Well, you all have had a very successful 38 Symphony Show House. I mean, the house is absolutely spectacular.
Well, tell us about the house.
It's a 15,000 square foot house. It is called the French Country Chateau, and it is at 1701 Drury Lane in Nichols Hills. So we're very happy to be back in Nichols Hills for this show house. We've had a wonderful run. We've had hundreds of people going through already, and I don't think that there's been a single person who's been disappointed with this spectacular house.
How about designers? How many designers did you have?
We had just over 35 designers, including interior and exterior. We have several courtyards and a landscaper who took on the full 3.5 acres himself.
So, and you've had to work with each one of them, and you all have you followed a theme or a color or a...
The theme of the house was the French Country Chateau, but we tried to let each of the designers put their own spin on their room, trying to keep a cohesive look throughout the house so you didn't walk from one room to the next and think, well, I couldn't live here. My co-chair, Karen Smith, and I set up the designers so that we could see just a sampling of their colors to start with, and then arranged all of their boards in order of the flow of the house.
Good job of Simon pulling all that together.
And Karen, it took thousands of hours of volunteer work to pull this together, so we thank all of our volunteers this year.
Oh, how many volunteers do you have?
There are hundreds that get the house open, and then throughout staffing the house, there are thousands.
And so the Symphony Show House benefits the Oklahoma City Philharmonic. This is actually put on, organized, and has been for the last 38 years by the Oklahoma City Orchestra League. And that league is one of the prime supporters for the Philharmonic, and also the music education programs that are jointly produced by the two organizations. So every ticket, every $15 ticket for Show House goes right back to supporting music education in Oklahoma. Simon, there's you bringing some of those talented musicians to the Cafe Bistro, is that true?
That's right. This weekend we will have a couple of the winners of some of our competitions. The Orchestra League puts on the Music Olympics every year. It's a scholarship program for children of all ages throughout the state to compete in, and some of those winners will be entertaining us with their music this weekend.
And they've been doing that throughout the
run of the show house.
Now, see, I think that's just a wonderful way to bring those students in. And you all have had what we used to call corporate evenings. You call them special evenings? Or
the evening parties.
Evening parties. Okay, so tell us, have you had several or few?
The schedule has been full. We've had corporate organizations as well as private clubs and groups can rent the house for the night and have an event in our tent. It's really a way for those groups to get their best friends and family and co-workers in to see the house in a private setting. Several of them have had dinners, cocktails, dancing. It's a great way to entertain here in the city of Oklahoma City.
So, speaking of tickets, can they still get tickets? Do you get them ahead of time, or do you get them at the door?
Tickets still available. At the door, it's $15. We do also have tickets online at symphonyshowhouse.com. Lots of sneak peek photos and information there. The menu for the weekend is up, and it's a great way to look around and get acclimated to what's to come. There's a floor plan in there and lots of good stuff. So it's symphonyshowhouse.com. So tickets available there, or just simply at the door at the 1701 Drury Lane in Nichols Hills.
Thanks for the great work on the Symphony Show House. The rooms are all fabulous, and many good ideas have come from the decorating. You have a great crew every year at work. Oklahoma City is lucky to have such a special house, the gala, and all of the other events surrounding it.